Right now, somewhere in Spain, a brand new passenger jet worth over $100 million is being taken apart piece by piece. Not because it crashed, not because it is old, it has barely turned a single hour on the clock. But the people who own it have made a calculation. And that calculation says this plane is worth more dead than flying. This is not a story about a broken engine, it is a story about money. And once you understand how aviation finance actually works, what is happening right now will make complete sense, even if it sounds completely insane. Here's the first thing most people get wrong. When you board a plane, you probably assume the airline owns it. Some do. But over half of every commercial aircraft flying today is actually owned by a leasing company, not the airline. The airline pays a monthly lease rate to use the plane the same way you might rent a car. The leasing company owns the asset, the airline just operates it. That distinction matters enormously right now. Because when an airline runs into trouble and stops being able to meet its lease obligations, the leasing company does not wait. They take the asset back. And in most cases, it is less like a dramatic repossession and more like a lease return. Quiet, legal, and fast. So what does a leasing company do with a brand new jet they just got back? Normally, they find another airline to lease it to. But right now, there is a problem. These aircraft are fitted with a specific engine built by Pratt Whitney, and that engine has a manufacturing defect that requires it to be pulled and inspected years earlier than planned. The repair shops are overwhelmed. The wait time to get an engine fixed is running over 250 days in some cases. That means the aircraft sits, and a sitting aircraft generates zero revenue. But here's where the math flips. That same engine, if it is still serviceable, can be leased out on its own for up to $200,000 a month. A pair of them brings in up to $400,000 a month. That is more than leasing the entire aircraft generates in many cases. So the leasing company runs the numbers. The empty hull sitting in the desert is losing money every day. The engines inside it are a gold mine. The decision is not complicated. You pull the engines, lease them out to airlines desperate to get their grounded jets back in the air. And you treat the airframe as what Wall Street calls a parts dispensary. And it is not just repossessed jets from struggling carriers. Swiss International Airlines, a major European flag carrier, recently made the decision to scrap 2 of its own younger aircraft specifically to harvest their engines and keep the rest of its fleet flying. When an established national airline starts parting out its own jets to stay operational, that tells you everything about how serious this shortage has become. Now you might ask, why not just swap in a different engine from another manufacturer? The answer is, you cannot. The aircraft is built around a specific engine type. The mounting points, the fuel systems, the software, all of it is matched. Switching engine families would require rebuilding the aircraft from scratch. Financially, it makes no sense. So what does all of this mean for you in Seat 24B? It means fewer aircraft available to fly. Fewer aircraft means less capacity. Less capacity means more delays, more disruptions, and less choice when you book. The financial game being played at the top of the aviation industry lands directly in your travel experience at the bottom. If you are finding this useful, make sure you are subscribed and hit the bell so you never miss an analysis like this. We break down what is really happening in aviation. Not just the headlines, but the mechanics behind them. The aviation industry has always operated in ways most passengers never see. Planes are financial instruments before they are flying machines. Leasing companies are the real landlords. And right now, the landlords have decided that some of their newest properties are worth more stripped for parts than kept whole. That is the world your ticket price exists inside. And at AirOps Control, that is exactly the kind of story we are here to tell.